What's up, family? Welcome back to another legendary Top of the Moot reaction video. Let's go.
Just fake the crap out of guys.
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hey guys, what's good? Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. My name is Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. In today's episode, I want to take a look at more NBA legends giving their opinion why Larry Bird, Larry Legend, was so damn dangerous. But before we dive into today's episode, let's take a quick look at the sponsor of today's video. Today's video is brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare has, you can find your new skill, and I was playing about better. It you to always people to
Let's skip that, family.
your creative journey with Skillshare today. Alright, how do we start? I would say let's take a look at what some of the greatest legends of all time have to say about Larry Legend.
I don't know if I could ever tell you a memory. I'll just tell you that Larry was a phenomenal basketball player. The guy had unbelievable physical and mental toughness, which set him apart. I mean, that guy just would play through pain.
Bird is hurt. Bird is down, and he's hurt. And here comes Larry Bird, making his return from an apparent
Mental toughness along with the love of the game, man.
fracture of the right cheek.
Nothing bothered him. Unbelievable competitor, great hands, great vision, great feel for the game, and just, could go out every single night and just play at an unbelievably high level. Didn't have to shoot the ball really well to have a good game because he did so many different things.
Or you said that not only would he talk shit to you, but he would tell you what he's gonna do to you on the court. He's like, I'm gonna shoot this from here. Boom. Oh, now I'm gonna bust your ass here. Larry Bird of all people, you
over the hoop though.
would think. But nah, he was the truth.
He was. Let me tell you something. People always talk about great basketball players, and they don't never mention him to be up in that round when they made the Magics, the Jordans, the Kobe's and stuff like that. But Larry Bird was cold. I don't think nobody ever could get out with him. You ask Magic. That's why Magic had a run, and he was mad when he had to retire in '92 because of what he was going to be missing with Larry Bird.
Now the next story that we're going to take a look at is actually pretty funny, and it is by Sir Charles Barkley. Let's have a look.
Bird didn't talk trash to you,
Oh
did
my
he?
God, Bird talked trash to everybody.
But didn't he? Did he get to a point where he had respect for you?
I always tell this story about Larry Bird. I remember him, he was cursing under his breath. And I asked him, I said, Larry, what's going on with you? He says, you guys are being disrespectful to me. And I says, what are you talking about? He says, you guys are putting a white guy on me. That's disrespectful.
Wait, who's the white guy you put on him?
I can't remember who it was. I just started laughing. I had no comeback when he says, it's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on me.
Larry broke into the league, Rookie of the Year.
Very funny, yo.
Yeah, had a strong first year. So I knew that I was teaming up with someone that was franchise-changing type talent.
You know, this guy, I think he was born to play basketball. Seeing him come in and making the adjustment early, taking a team that had won 20 games the year before, and, the next year, they're 40 plus, and the next year they're 60 plus.
When Bird was at Indiana State, and the first time we really got a chance to see him play on television, Indiana State played Bradley, and then, fast forward, then they played DePaul, and Mark Aguirre, Terry Cummings, Teddy Grubbs on that team, and Larry Bird just, he does this thing, and then of course they went on and they played Magic at Michigan State. But Bird was again, one of the greatest shooters, champions, competitors to ever play in our game.
You now join Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain as the only players in the 40-year history of the NBA to win the league's MVP.
I just wish Bird could have stayed in the NBA longer, man.
P award 3 years in a row.
I'm really proud to receive this award for the third time, but I really don't feel that my career is over. I think I can win it some more.
Nobody worked as hard as Larry. He was the first guy there. He was the last guy to leave. He wore that body out with the jumpers and the running and the movement and the concentration and the focus and the discipline and the sacrifice. He had it all. He wanted the light on him. He wanted the focus, and he wanted that ball. And if it ever got to the point where Casey Jones, a coach who we just loved and would do anything for, if Casey would ever call somebody else's play, Larry would just say, no, I'm shooting this ball, and he would.
2 seconds on the shot clock. Bird wants a 3 out of it.
I mean, he worked hard.
The one I really hated to guard was Larry Bird. He was not a nice guy. Matter of fact, there was one game in Cleveland where he was having a pretty rough first half, and in the old days in Cleveland, you walked off the court the same way at halftime, and I kind of puffed up on him and walked beside him and was like, yeah, you're 1 for 10. I was like, that's defense, you know, and he just kind of looked at me and said, there's 2 halves. And he came back out and hit about 10 in a row on me, and the last one was left-handed, and he asked me if my mother was watching because he wanted to embarrass me. So,
is Larry Bird satisfied now at this point in his career?
As of right now, I am. I know I got a lot of work to do this summer, but one thing we did this year is play hard. I get a charge when I tell somebody on the opposing team that I'm going to hit the last second shot and then do it. That's what it's all about.
Larry's open. 1-3.
Larry gonna hit them game winners, man. That's you need somebody under pressure every single time to hit that game winning shot. That's amazing.
I remember the Portland game. I think it was Super Bowl Sunday. We were playing the Portland Trail Blazers. He had like 52 points or something like that. We were down 3. He's a remarkable, crazy 3-point shot. He was leaning, and I was like, there's no way he's gonna hit the shot.
DJ again to make the inbounds pass. The double team and Bird. Larry fake, fall away.
What would you say?
I don't mean Larry got some height to him too, man. You don't underestimate him like that.
Getting on Shopify.
All right.
He's leaning, falling, hits his 3-point. I'm like, this guy's amazing.
One thing I do remember now, this is practice, is I'm making a backdoor cut, and Larry actually spun the ball. Like, I had never dreamed of spinning the ball. He back spun the ball, bounced out in front of me. I about pulled a hamstring because I thought the damn ball was going out of bounds. It popped back up and it hit me in my hands. He just said, you get open, I'll hit you. And I went like, oh, okay then. I was like, that I do remember because I remember thinking, I'm gonna try that spin pass. I tried it once and said, I'm not doing that ever again. Like I threw it out of bounds.
Off of the ball. Back to Larry Bird to McHale. What a pass. What a pass. McHale was open on that.
McHale tall too.
Left side. I didn't think Bird saw him. He did.
You don't look that tall as a coach on TV nowadays.
To the hoop. You can bet. He's going to try to draw a foul.
It's blocked.
And Seasting hit it off of a Detroit player. No. It is. Here's a disparity in the call. They're going to give the ball to Detroit.
And now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right at 1 second left. What a play by Bird. Bird stole the inbounding pass.
I think we were playing in Hartford, and we up 1, and we come out of the huddle, and Bird looks at me, and Kent Benson is guarding Bird, and Bird looks at me and he goes, he's got no shot, and he says it right to Benson as he was standing there, right? And sure enough, he gets it in on the left side of the court, takes it down to the baseline.
All right, here's Dennis, gets it into Bird. Larry, a runner.
Got it! Ball game's over. Boston wins.
Knocked it down, they win by 1. He walks off, he goes, I told you, you can't put him on me. He said, you better get somebody else who can guard me.
You know, Larry Bird really is my guy. Next to Michael Jordan, he's my favorite player of all time. And the older I get, the more appreciative I get of his game. I mean, this guy was a 3-time consecutive MVP, which is unheard of, and being so damn good without having the athleticism is just mind-boggling. And for all of you who didn't watch Larry Bird when he was playing back in the days, it's really, really great to go on YouTube and check out some of his documentaries to see where the guy's actually coming from and his work ethic and everything. So I can really recommend to you guys, if you got some spare time, check out some documentaries about Larry Bird. So that was it for today's episode. If you enjoyed the content, please leave a like, and even more important, please subscribe to the channel, because that helps me to grow the show.
Well, a lot of people always talk about Larry Bird not having the athleticism or being athletic. But, I mean, you can have someone that's athletic and someone that's not athletic. And the one that's not athletic outperform the one that is athletic, because the one that is naturally athletic gets complacent. So it's not about being athletic. It's about Larry was able to outwork everyone. First one there, last one to leave. But anyway, family, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a big thumbs up, man. Subscribe to that YouTube algorithm. Comment down below any legendary top of the mode reaction videos you guys want to see. And let the love supersede the hate, family. Peace.